Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Channel X E3 special. I am Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby! All right. So this is the E3 wrap up. This that's it. No more E3 this week. This year. It's all said and done with. And here I am going to be talking about all the stuff that went down and everything. It's going to be great. We're going to have fun. We're on GTA 5. We're going to have even more fun. We got a special top 5 to do. Most anticipated games of this year. That'll be the cover for it. And that's pretty much it. We'll be talking about that and everything. And I'm doing this early today because of the fact that there were I ran into some technical issues last night, to the point where during the half-hour mark it cut out for some reason. I don't know what happened. I don't know. So So I deleted the video, and now I'm doing this over again and everything like that. But what's to be expected and everything. But I do have to make an apology, though. I do have to make that before we get things rolling. Everyone's aware that I did the Nintendo E3 wrap up, and stupid me forgot to put my mic down. And if you don't believe me that, I will show you the proof. And I didn't rig it or anything like that. It's actually on the tape, if you notice. Try not to smell my coffee because it's so hot and flavorful this morning. There it is right there. That's what you saw. This little thing was up. It's supposed to be down because, this is the mouthpiece. So I'm thinking about redoing the episode again so that we all can hear it and everything like that. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I'm also going to be doing another show later on tonight, going back to the swing of things of the regular Channel X episodes. We're going to be doing that and everything, so it's going to be good. Now, it is early in the morning. That's why I had the coffee. And I better drink fast before it gets cold. It's because I don't want no iced coffee. But let's get started with the shout-outs and everything like that, like we usually do on my show. Gaming Pros and Otherwise on Facebook. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun on there. Talk about gaming and other stuff. Tons of fun. Tell them Tom Dog sent you. And my good friend Jen and everybody over at BristolBeat.com and the Bristol Beat app. Download it today on your Apple Store, your iPhone App Store, or the Android Google Play Store. Wonderful music. It's the weekend. It's the weekend here. Gonna have a good time. Always gonna have a great time and everything like that. But definitely check that out. Go on their website, BristolBeat.com. You can even listen to it on their website, or you can download it through your app. You can even download the app through the website itself too. So either way, you'll enjoy some wonderful, wonderful music. And that's BristolBeat.com and the Bristol Beat app. Download it today. And of course, my beautiful girlfriend, who I love so much. My beautiful girlfriend, Marissa, who might be watching. And I love her dearly. So, plugs. LootCrate.com. If you have not yet subscribed, you have until Monday to do so. Going to be a great one. Alter Ego is the theme. Definitely, definitely check that out. As soon as I get my box in, I'll do an unboxing and everything. It'll be really, really great. I guarantee it. So that's LootCrate.com. Then we have Funko.com, Smuggler's Bounty, Marvel Collector Cores, all the other ones. Check it out. Great website. Definitely check that out. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your old games and consoles, from retro video games, accessories and systems, DVD box sets and Blu-rays, sports cards and novelty items, wrestling collectibles and autographed items, sports, wrestling, and actors. There's 2 locations. If you're in the Connecticut area and want to spend some money while you're traveling, or just want to make a quick buck on selling some stuff, you can check it out. There's 2 locations to check out. There's one at 1049 Queen Street in Southington, Connecticut, and then there's one in 38 Center Street in Wallingford, Connecticut. For more information on events that are going to be on any events that they have scheduled, check it out at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. And this episode is also brought to you by Scosay.com. You're tired of buying a new item that you just want to try out before you buy? Well, Scosay is your answer. Check it out. It's a great website. Of course, everyone saw my unboxing of the Pop-Tarts that I sampled through them, and you also get a nice little gift too with a coupon, and you'll absolutely love it. So check it out, Scosay.com. All right, so now it's time for the fun festivities that are happening.
Hey.
So so we're gonna have a great time here. We're on GTA. We'll probably talk a little bit about the new DLC that just came out earlier this week. Before we do that, let's do the top 5. So today's top 5 is a nice one. You know, it's nothing comical about it and everything, but we're still gonna have fun regardless. It was a really tough list to make, so it was really tough to make and everything. So the list that I came up with was the top 5 most anticipated games of this year. So as I said, it was a very, very tough list because I had to do a lot of research and everything like that. But then again, there hasn't really been... I haven't really seen any release dates and everything like that for maybe like...
Quite a digital foot.
So anyways, so we got to check this out and everything. So this is going to be really, really fun. With the exception of one game which may come out this year, may not. I don't know. Haven't really heard anything. I kind of missed a date on that, even when I did go back and everything. So let's check this out. So here we go. So here it is, top 5 anticipated games of this year. Number 5, Mario Odyssey. So that game is going to be really really good. It's coming out this holiday season, and can't go wrong with that. I mean, the game looks really really good. This next one's going to be a different one. This one's a possibility that it could. I think it might come out this year. But if not, I will change that up, and that is BattleTech for the PC. So it's going to be very interesting to see that. I just love mechs and everything like that. And it's like I used to be fans of MechWarrior. That game was phenomenal. I still have the PC. I still have that PC game too. Gotta find it though. Number 3, Forza 7. That game looks flawless, especially in 4K. Definitely check that out, man. And it's going to be you'll be able to cross-platform that in you'll be able to cross-platform that on between Xbox and the PC. So that's going to be really really great. And then at number 2, Crackdown 3. And yes, I did spell it wrong on my card. Look at that. How could I have messed that up? How could I have messed that up? I forgot to put another C in Crackdown, but that game looks that game actually does look great. I'm looking forward to it, and I definitely want to pick that up. And you know, especially the fact that Terry Crews is going to be in the game. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And the number 1 anticipated game of this year is Spider-Man. The game looks amazing. When they show that at the PlayStation conference and everything like that, it looks amazing. Really, really amazing. And the fact that Kingpin's going to be in the game, he looks friggin' massive. He really does. All right, so let's get started with the E3 wrap up. Continuing. As I said, the Nintendo it's debatable whether or not I'm gonna do another redo that episode so that everybody can hear me. Which I probably think I should, because you know, whenever I mess up, because I'm all about perfection and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens and all that. So I mean, you can hear it, but it's very low. It really is low. So maybe I should do that, but then again, I don't know. I'll look at the final. I'll look at the final result after, because I haven't even monetized that yet. I really haven't. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get started. Even though I did say that a little while ago, like several times already. So let's not stall, waste any more time with it. Okay, we'll start with the Xbox briefing, because going in order which they came out. So
hey, you my dude, right?
So the Xbox briefing was up, and now keep in mind, I'm only going to be talking about the games that were that received the most praise. There we everything, so it's going to be so it won't drag out and everything like that. They pretty much kicked the show off with the Xbox One X, which I am calling it, which is I'm referring to it as Xbox Onyx. That's what I'm referring to it as. So, and it gives a little flair to it. So it's the Onyx. I'm referring to it as the Onyx. And they showed off they did mention the price, which is $499, and with all the specs and everything like that, it sounds like a reasonable price. I know in the predictions episode I was kind of questioning that price. I said that if it was going to be $499, that's questionable. But after looking at that, it seems like a very good idea. It really does seem like a very good idea, and you really can't go wrong with that price. But as I said, the specs, everything that's going to be coming into it, it's actually worth the money that you're paying for, because you're definitely getting what you're going to get. So I don't see why they don't. I don't see nothing wrong with that price. I really don't. And of course, they mentioned Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not sure if it's coming out this year or next year, so that's why I didn't put it on my top 5 list. Then they revealed Forza 7, which that I know is coming out this year. Now, I was wrong with the prediction that there was no talk of Forza being here, but I kind of bullshitted myself because of the fact that I did touch on an interesting topic, that the fact that on how they do their scheduling, which they do Forza Motorsport, then Horizon Motorsport, then Horizon. So they've been doing that for quite a while now, and it makes perfect sense. So basically you can't go wrong with that. So and it is confirmed, and they revealed the cover car. They showed on the box art and everything like that. It's a new Porsche 911. That's going to be the cover car, and everybody went nuts. So now Porsche is going to be the official, is going to be the already in the game from what it looks like, and you won't have to pay for a DLC or anything, for like a DLC add-on and everything like that, because I think that's what upset a lot of people, that the fact that that the DLC was not included, that the Porsche were not included, because of the fact that rival companies were taking that away from Forza, and they were being kind of greedy about that, and and I didn't really think that was fair. So, it was. So it was a lot of disappointment about that, but nonetheless, it was seeing the new car, you know, the new Porsche car and everything like that. It was well worth it and everything.
Get a move on, you piece of shit! Oh! Whoa.
I'm not doing the gang attack. So definitely that game looks really, really amazing. Then they showed off State of Decay 2, which again looks amazing. Everybody went nuts when that game was announced. Really, I can't even get up the hill on this. I had to go to the other side. What did I have to do? And then Minecraft is going to be getting an update. This fall. For those who it's going to be getting the 4K treatment, and it's going to support all. To support all systems and everything. It looks amazing. They started off what it's going to look like, and they also announced that it's going to be that they're going to cross-platform with other systems, like PC and Nintendo Switch is also going to be cross-platforming with the Xbox One. So kudos to Nintendo for working with kudos to Nintendo for working with Xbox and everything like that. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that during the show. And then then we were surprised with a Metro Exodus. It's a new one from the Metro series. Game looks really good. It really does. It really does look amazing. And then of course they showed off Sea of Thieves, which that also looks good as well too. Then they announced Cuphead coming out this year. And I'm really looking forward to that because it's been a long time coming, because you know, for 2 years now since they revealed it at E3 2 years ago, we weren't sure when it was coming out, and I did predict correctly that Cuphead was going to have a release date, and I predicted correctly, and it's coming out September 29th, which I cannot wait. I really cannot. I really cannot wait for that. And then Crackdown 3, as I mentioned, Terry Crews was shown in a video about what's going to happen and everything like that, and I'm really glad that he's going to be in the game. I'm really glad, and he's such an amazing actor, and he's definitely on board. So you get to play him as a playable agent, so that's really, really cool. And I mean, who wouldn't want to be Terry Crews in a video game? I think that's really, really cool. Then we have then they showed off Life is Strange 2. That looks really good. I have the first one, so I'll be checking that out. And then the biggest announcement that they brought up is Xbox Originals coming to backwards compatibility, and that right there was a long time coming. Everybody was really happy about that, and as well as I mean, it makes sense to have the originals show up and everything like that. So, and one of the games that they showed off was Crimson Skies, which everybody went nuts over, and they just announced the other day that then another game has been added to the original Xbox title has been announced, and that game is Fusion Frenzy. So Fusion Frenzy will be joining that list as well. So really looking for it. Definitely looking forward to that. Going up here. Gotta get up this hill no matter what. Hey, we did it. Will Vision. I'm really determined to jump this off this bridge. I really am. So that's pretty much the big news that they brought out for Xbox, and it was a pretty good showing. It really was. So, it really was a pretty good showing and everything like that. So we shall see what happens. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Had to use the bathroom. Oh. Alright. So that was pretty much all they've mentioned and everything like that. Of course, you know, Far Cry 5 and all that other stuff. So now let's do the PC. Let's do PC. As I said, I won't be touching too much about this because, you know, that, you know, a lot of the games are very good and everything like that. So, oh, excuse me. They showed off a new add-on for XCOM 2, which looks amazing, and you know, BattleTech, as I mentioned. There's a new add-on for Killing Floor 2 that's coming out, and it's the Summer Sideshow, and that one's going to look amazing. I don't know if it's going to be on the console versions, but I know it's going to be on the PC and everything. And they also showed off Lawbreakers. Wargroove looks amazing as well too, so really looking forward to that. And they ended off the show with Age of Empires Definitive Edition, which is going to be on the Xbox there. I mean, not the Xbox, but like on the, you know, going to be a Microsoft game, and it's to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Age of Empires. Commemorate the 20th anniversary of Age of Empires. So that right there is going to look amazing, and they showed off what it's going to look like and everything like that. Of course they, they showed off, Forza 7, more high detailed look about what to expect with Forza 7 on PC, getting the 4K treatment and everything like that. So nonetheless, the game's going to look flawless. Get up this here. See, it's unusual that I'm going up this way. So I'm not used to going up this way. Alright, so let's do the PlayStation briefing now. A lot of games that they announced and everything like that. Uncharted Lost Legacy. They showed more of Days Gone. They announced Monster Hunter, which looks amazing. They're gonna remake Shadow of the Colossus. Getting the whole remastered deal again. So that game's gonna look amazing. And of course, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I played the demo earlier. It was amazing, truly amazing. And then of course, Call of Duty World War II. They showed that off a little bit. And then some VR games. Skyrim's going to get the VR treatment. And some other titles like The Impatient, Monster of the Deep, which is going to be a VR add-on to Final Fantasy. Which looks like you'd be fishing for some sea monsters or whatever, sea creatures, everything. So, I don't know. Might stay away from that one. So, then they showed off more of God of War, which looks amazing. And I think it's coming out this year too. I don't know. Detroit Become Human, Destiny 2, of course, and of course Spider-Man. And of course Far Cry 5 and Beyond Good and Evil. So very good showing. Definitely looking forward to God of War, and definitely looking forward to God of War and Spider-Man. Everything. Sorry. So, all right, Nintendo. Nintendo briefings was next. They showed off pretty much for the time that they had. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. A new Kirby game entitled Kirby. They showed on Pokken Tournament DX, which they're bringing, they're bringing that to the Switch, which makes perfect sense because they're going to be doing esports games with that, from what I hear. They did a teaser for Metroid Prime 4, which looks amazing. Which was just a teaser title and everything like that. It looked amazing. And if they were doing like a live stage event instead of doing the whole thing that they're doing now, I think it would have been a lot better, because fans would have gone nuts. But it is currently in development, so we don't know when the game's coming out. So that's why I didn't even put that out on the list either, because it's going to be very difficult. And then at the Bethesda briefing, they announced that Link is going to be a playable character in Skyrim. So when they do Skyrim for the Switch, you scan your Link, and well, I was going to show. Let's see. This one will do. Oops, sorry. Like, I think something like this. Something around right there. Might be the one. I think pretty much anything with like if you have like a Link amiibo, then you scan that to the controller, and you'll be able to play as Link in Skyrim. So that's pretty cool. They showed off a new Yoshi game, which of course is titled Yoshi. And then there's going to be 2 expansions later this year for the Breath of the Wild. One that's coming out this summer, and then one coming out this holiday season. And then they announced Rocket League is coming to the Switch, and it's going to be another cross-platforming game with PC and the Xbox. And then they ended it off with Mario Odyssey. Now, the other game that they also mentioned that was at the Ubisoft briefing was Mario and Rabbids are doing a crossover game together, so that one looks really well also. And so I talked about the cross-platforming and everything like that, and I think that's really cool that Phil Spencer is doing that and everything, and I'm glad that Nintendo is on board with it. What's disappointing to me, what's really disappointing to me, is that Sony isn't. And I don't understand. I really don't know why they're not going to do it, because you have gamers out there that want to play these games and everything like that, and you hear all this you hear all this banter about you pretty much hear all this banter about really hear all this banter about between gamers about who's better, PC or you know, PC or Xbox or PlayStation and everything like that. Almost. Yay! I did it. Uh-oh. Gotta blow. Never had that happen. So, so I think you know, PlayStation dropped the ball when it came to cross-platforming. I think it was a mistake on their part. I think that they're not working with Microsoft on there and everything like that. And
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service? I think we can handle that.
you know, I really do think that, you know, that the PlayStation made a mistake, and I'm not doing that, and I think it's very disappointing and everything like that. I really do think so. And for them, so I really do think that PlayStation should reconsider and join Nintendo and Xbox to coexisting with them, so that it could be more competitive and everything like that. And I think that something needs to be done. So we'll see what happens and everything. So So, who do I think was best in show? Between PC, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. It's a tough call. It really is a tough call on who won, because you know they all showed games and everything like that, even though most of the games that were mentioned were that are coming out in 2018. So that right there is sad to see that. But at the same time, none of these games, some of these games are coming out and everything like that. So that is good for in the long run and everything like that. So that's pretty good. But if I had a choice on who I think won, I believe that equally Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, and you know what? I'll even throw in PC there, because PC was a lot of fun to watch too. I think all four of them did rather well as an equal, and I think that that was very good. So all four of them did a very good job of giving what the people wanted and everything like that. Even though that even though that a lot of their games are going to be coming out next year. But I actually love how Bethesda said that all the games that they were showing on, that they were showing is going to be coming out this year. So that was pretty cool. So kudos, so they won that aspect because of the fact that that they're doing that, and I thought it was really good. Ubisoft had a good showing as well too, as well as EA. So pretty much everybody did a very good job of selling themselves. And like I said, the big four that I mentioned was Xbox, PC, PlayStation, and Nintendo. They all did great. They all did a great job selling themselves. So that's who I think won. Is like, putting aside all the favorites. I mean, some of them had, some of the games I thought, well, all right, it's something. But overall, every one of them did a very. So congratulations to all four on doing such an amazing job. And with that being said, that concludes the E3 special. I had a really great time doing this. Yeah, there were some setbacks and everything like that, and you know, I do apologize, but things happen. But I still managed to get them out as best as I could for everybody, and it was such a great time to promote everything and everything like that. So I had a very good time. I had such an amazing time doing that, and I'm really looking forward to doing it again next year, and I hope everyone is looking forward to seeing that next year as well too. So, but again, we'll see what we'll see what happens and everything like that. But that's all the time I have for today, and we will see you all here tonight with a brand new episode of Channel X. We're gonna have a great time with that. A lot of stuff to talk about in the pop culture world and everything like that. So follow me on Twitter, at TomDog247, and check out all the videos that you missed on YouTube. Definitely check that out. While you're at it, like, comment, and face hug that subscribe button. We'll see you all again here later on tonight. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.